If you ever see a shadow standing on a mountain ridge, don't wave, because it might not be waving back. It might be watching. The Santa Lucia Mountains stretch along the coast of California like a jagged spine. Beautiful in the daylight, wildflowers, golden grass, blue sky rolling endlessly above. But at dusk, the mountains change. Shadows stretch longer than they should. The wind dies down, and the ridgelines turn black against the fading sun. That's when people see them. They call them the Dark Watchers. No one knows when the first sighting happened. Some say Spanish settlers described them in the 1700s. Others claim ranchers whispered about them long before that. Tall figures, too tall to be men, standing along the highest ridges, perfectly still, like statues carved from shadow. At first, you don't notice them. They blend into the skyline. But then something feels wrong, a shape where there shouldn't be one, a silhouette that doesn't match the trees, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. They're not detailed, no faces, no features, just dark forms against a lighter sky, sometimes broad-shouldered, sometimes thin, sometimes holding what looks like a staff, always watching, always facing toward you. Hikers say the feeling hits before the sight does, a sudden awareness, like being observed from far away, not hunted, not threatened, just measured. You look up, and there they are, one on a ridge, maybe two, sometimes more, standing miles away, impossible to reach quickly, impossible to mistake for anything normal. And here's the strangest part. They don't move, they don't shift weight, they don't turn their heads, they don't walk. They just stand there, unmoving, like the mountain itself. If you blink, they might be gone. If you rub your eyes, they're gone. If you try to hike closer, the ridge is empty by the time you arrive. No footprints, no rocks disturbed, no sign anyone was ever there. Just wind, just silence. Some believe it's a trick of the light, the way sunset bends shadows, the way distance distorts shape. But that doesn't explain why different people across decades describe the same thing. Tall, featureless, watching. Even famous writers have mentioned them. Figures silhouetted against the sky, seen only at twilight, always distant, always silent, and always gone when approached. Imagine hiking alone at dusk, the sun sinking behind the horizon, the sky glowing orange and purple. You stop to catch your breath, and you feel it, that pressure in your chest, that sense of eyes on your back. You turn, and on the ridge above you, there's something standing there, not moving, not hiding, just there. You raise your hand, half joking, half nervous. You wave, and for a moment, you think it lifts its arm too. But maybe that was just the wind. You stare longer, trying to make out detail, trying to prove it's just a tree. But it's too tall for a tree, too straight, too deliberate. And then a cloud drifts across the sun. The light shifts, and the ridge is empty. No shape, no silhouette, nothing. Just rock and sky. The Dark Watchers are never seen up close, never heard, never photographed clearly. They exist only at a distance, only in that thin line between light and dark. Some say they are guardians of the land, ancient spirits bound to the mountains. Others say they are something passing through, observers from somewhere we don't understand. And some think they're not there at all, just reflections of our own minds against the vastness of nature. But here's the question that lingers. If they're only shadows, why do so many people feel watched? Why does the silence grow heavier when they appear? Why does the air feel colder? The mountains don't care if you see them. The wind doesn't react. The earth doesn't tremble. Only you do. And maybe that's the point. Because the Dark Watchers don't chase you. They don't follow you home. They don't knock on your door. They stay exactly where they are, high above, still, patient, watching. So the next time you're hiking at sunset and the ridgeline turns black against the sky, look carefully, because if you see a tall shadow where there shouldn't be one, don't wave and don't stare too long, because some things are meant to be seen only from a distance, and some watchers don't like being noticed.